Introduction to Harappan Astronomy. The Harappan civilization was primarily an agrarian society, meaning their survival depended heavily on agriculture. To ensure good harvests, they needed to understand the seasons, rainfall patterns, and natural cycles. This required precise knowledge of celestial phenomena, especially the sun and stars, to predict weather changes and plan activities like sowing and harvesting. For example, knowing when the monsoon would arrive or when floods might occur was crucial to protect crops and secure food supplies. This shows that the Harappans likely had a practical and advanced understanding of astronomy to support their farming needs. Evidence from seals and artifacts. Some Harappan seals and pottery carry symbols that scholars believe might represent astronomical or calendrical information. For instance, depictions of the sun with radiating lines appear on several artifacts, suggesting an awareness of time cycles and possibly the movements of celestial bodies. However, this interpretation is debated. Some researchers argue these symbols were more religious or decorative rather than direct records of astronomy. Despite this, the presence of such symbols hints at a sophisticated knowledge of the cosmos. The sun played a central role in Harappan life. Many artifacts show the sun as a symbol, with rays extending outward, indicating its importance in marking time and seasons. The sun was likely seen as an agricultural deity essential for crop growth. Unlike the sun, the moon and planets seem less emphasized in Harappan artifacts, suggesting the sun was the primary celestial body used for timekeeping and agricultural planning. In ancient times, navigation and urban planning were deeply intertwined with the lunar phases. The Harappans, like many other early civilizations, observed the moon to guide their daily activities and city layouts. This understanding of celestial patterns was crucial for their agricultural cycles and societal organization. The use of stars for navigation and urban planning was a hallmark of Harappan cities such as Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. These cities exhibit a remarkable awareness of the cardinal directions north, south, east, and west, determined by the sun and stars' positions. Streets were meticulously aligned along these directions, and even burial practices reflected this celestial knowledge, with bodies often oriented with the head pointing north. This precise alignment of cities suggests that the Harappans relied on stars for navigation and city planning. This knowledge was absolutely vital for trade and travel, especially when journeys took place by river or sea. The stars served as reliable guides, ensuring safe and efficient passage across vast distances. The moon's phases were important, especially for maritime activities. The port city of Lothal had a dock designed to take advantage of high tides, which occur around the full moon due to the moon's gravitational pull. This indicates that the Harappans understood the connection between the lunar cycle and tidal movements, essential knowledge for safe and effective navigation. A calendar and time cycles. Research by Soviet scholars suggests that the Harappans divided the year into 3 major and 9 minor seasons, each symbolized by animals. They may also have known about a 100-year cycle broken down into smaller parts and further into 12 subparts, indicating a complex calendrical system. This advanced system would have helped them plan agricultural and religious events with great accuracy. Connection with later Vedic astronomy. While the Rig Veda, an ancient Indian text, does not detail astronomy, the Atharva Veda includes lists of stars, showing that by the Vedic period, astronomical knowledge was well developed. Scholars believe that the nakshatra system, or lunar mansions, used in later Indian astronomy likely has roots in the Harappan tradition, suggesting continuity rather than a purely Aryan invention. Scientific context and examples of Harappan astronomy. Scientific and technological context. The Harappans had precise weights and measures, and their geometric designs on pottery reflect a scientific approach that likely extended to astronomy. Their skill in standardized brick-making and city planning shows advanced mathematical knowledge, supporting the idea that they could make accurate astronomical observations and develop calendars. Important examples of Harappan astronomy. City layouts. Cities like Mohenjo-daro were aligned with cardinal directions based on the sun and stars. Solar symbols, seals, and pottery often show the sun with rays, highlighting its role in marking time and seasons. Lothal dock. Designed to use high tides linked to the full moon, demonstrating knowledge of the moon's influence on tides. Contributions of scholars and legacy. Contributions of key scholars. Ascoparpala studied the Indus script and explored possible astronomical meanings behind Harappan symbols. Soviet researchers proposed theories about the Harappan calendar system and its division of seasons and cycles. Their work, combined with archaeological findings from sites like Dholavira, has helped reveal the sophisticated astronomical knowledge of the Harappans. The Harappan tradition of astronomical observation influenced later Indian culture. For example, temples like the Mohenjo-daro Sun Temple and the Konark Sun Temple were built with precise alignments to the sun's movements, continuing the tradition of linking architecture and astronomy. The 12 pairs of wheels at Konark act as sundials, showing how astronomy remained important in Indian society long after the Harappan era. The Harappan civilization possessed significant astronomical insight driven by practical needs, such as agriculture, navigation, and urban planning. Their observations of the sun, moon, and stars helped organize society and manage natural challenges. Despite the undeciphered script, archaeological evidence points to a legacy of scientific knowledge that influenced later Indian astronomy.